Hi, everyone. My name is Annie Wells. I am the Associate Director of Alumni Admission Programs here at the Emory Alumni Association. I am very excited to be here today with you talking to you all things alumni admission volunteer opportunities. Just a little bit about me. I'm kind of a newlywed. I got married to my husband last spring. We have 4 cats, and we are actually about to welcome our first child in the next couple of weeks, so we're very excited about that. I joined the Emory family in the fall of 2017, so coming up on my 3rd year. I'm very excited to be here with all of you. So the Alumni Admission Network as a whole is definitely a partnership between many different offices, the primary one being the Office of Undergraduate Admission, both at the college and at Oxford. And we do have some programs that we run with Campus Life as well. It is predominantly, though, the Undergraduate Admission Office. We do have year-round opportunities to volunteer with, which I will be talking to you about in just a second. Overall, we have a little over 4,500 volunteers within the network that have kind of raised their hand and said that they are interested in doing admission volunteer work. And so hopefully you will join us soon as well. We are open to all alumni, no matter your class year, what school you went to, anything like that. The only stipulation that we have is that if you have a child or a sibling who is a current senior in high school, we do ask that you take that application cycle year off, just to avoid any potential conflicts of interest, and also if you're a high school counselor or you work in another university admission office. So just for any potential conflict of interests. So the admission cycle has events that kind of go hand in hand with each of them. So depending on kind of what stage the admission office is in currently with their applications, we have events that kind of tie into those as well. So the first one being recruitment, we have Engage with Emory events, college fairs, consortium events, which are essentially just open house events that are information sessions to learn about Emory in the very beginning stages. During the selection time is when we run our alumni interview program, which we'll talk about in depth in a second. We do have the yield portion of recruitment, which is we're going to have some Choose Emory yield events, as well as some other different campaigns that we run to kind of promote Emory and hopefully, transition those students from admitted to deposited. And then once they have deposited and kind of said, yes, I want to come to Emory, then we celebrate them. And that's when we have our Destination Emory events. So with recruitment, like I said, for the Engage with Emory sessions, the consortiums, and the college fairs, you can see here kind of when they run, depending on the season. We have about 3 to 5 volunteers for the Engage with Emory sessions, as those are predominantly only Emory information sessions. We have about 1 to 2 open spots for alumni with consortium events, as those are events that Emory travels with about 3 to 4 other schools or universities with, so the space is a little smaller for those. And then we do college fairs year round, where we have alumni represent us at college fairs, as well as helping admissions staff members as well. So we will jump to celebrations, since we're going to talk about the interview program in depth a little bit more. But with the Destination Emory send-offs, this is actually a picture from one last year. And they are hosted in cities where we have at least 25 incoming students. And we kind of pick those. We have parent alumni hosts, and then we invite local students that are Emory current students, as well as the incoming students, to kind of liaise and talk about their Emory experiences. And we do ask alumni to attend these events as well. We like to have anywhere between 3 to 10, just depending on how big the event is. And it's a great way for alumni to connect with these new students and share their experiences and their stories and how great of a time they had at Emory. We do also have a speaker that will get up that's an alumni and kind of share their testimony. So these are a great way for new students to feel welcome really early on over the summer before they even step foot on campus. So going back to the selection process, we have the alumni interview program. This is probably our biggest alumni admission program that we have. We do a holistic application process at Emory. So this kind of fits into that holistic view. We have alumni that interview students all across the world that have identified themselves by the admission office to be eligible for an interview. And the evaluations are considered in the admission process by the admission staff members. That's a question we get a lot. And this is kind of the structure for how it goes for the timeline. So in early fall is when we start our registration and our recruitment process. So beginning of September, we'll send out an email and you can start registering for the program then. We do have a training that's required, and then in late October is when the actual program will start and interviews will start. And they run all the way through mid-February. So we do ask that all interviewers commit to doing 3 interviews between late October and mid-February. So it is very much a on your time, on your schedule thing. We are now offering virtual interviews, so that should also help with the flexibility of being able to be part of this program. And then by April 1st, all admission decisions are released from the 3 different application cycles: early decision 1 and 2, and regular decision. Just kind of a brief overview of the impact that the Alumni Interview Program had last year. You can see the number of interviewers, how many students we interviewed, and then the admit rates for the college and for Oxford. A little bit more about the expansion. We are now officially in all 50 states, which is very exciting. We are officially in Georgia, which was our biggest one to tackle with the most of our alumni living here, but we are now officially in Georgia, which is amazing. And then internationally, we are in 6 different countries: Canada, Turkey, United Kingdom, Brazil, India, and South Korea. So we are excited to be global now as well as just domestic. So the ideal volunteer for the Alumni Interview Program is someone who had a great experience at Emory, who can speak very positively about their time, has great memories. You don't even have to be a non-busy person. This is great for the busiest of people, working moms, working dads, anything like that. You kind of want to live on your own schedule. We don't have any kind of set timeline other than the window of opportunity to interview. So you pick the time and place whenever it's convenient for you. That's one of the best things about the program is it is purely on your time. So you schedule the interview with the student, and it is on your schedule as well as the applicants as well. So that is a very high level overview of the program, but I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. This is my email address. Feel free to reach out to me for further information on any of the programs that I talked about. But I do hope you'll consider volunteering with us with all of these wonderful admission related opportunities, and I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you so much.